Hello everyone. So we're going to begin starting with our feet together. Hope everyone's doing well today. We'll start by taking a nice big inhale, lifting up. And exhale, release down. Again, nice big inhale, lifting up, reaching up towards the sky. And exhale, release the arms down. Taking the shoulders, we'll take little circles back and down, moving through the arms, through the shoulders, the neck. And reversing direction. And shaking out the arms, just letting them hang by your sides. Taking the head, just a gentle circle in either direction. And reversing. And then just take a few moments to let your chin just reach towards your chest, elongating through the back of your neck, taking your shoulders back and down. And then we're going to take our gaze up towards the ceiling or towards the sky, lifting through the front of the neck. Opening the chest towards the ceiling and the sky. And exhale, release. Keeping the head centered, we'll take the shoulders back and down. And this time we're just going to reach through our fingertips as if they're being pulled down towards the floor. Feeling that lengthening through the arms, and at the same time thinking of lifting up through the body as if you're being pulled in both directions. Really lengthening through the spine, elongating the arms, the legs, reaching through the top of the head, and feeling our feet grounded to the floor. Take a few nice big inhales and exhales. And release. Take the arms up again. Nice big inhale as you lift up, bringing the palms together. And then we'll interlace the fingers, pressing the palms up towards the ceiling. And exhale as you release down. Bringing your hands to your center, we're just going to take a moment to find our breath, keeping the feet grounded on the floor. Breathing into your palms. You can close your eyes if you'd like to. Just setting an intention for yourself, for this class, for this practice. What is one thing that you'd like to get out of this? And we'll continue to keep that intention in mind for the rest of the exercise. Releasing the palms, taking the arms back up as we inhale that intention. And exhale, releasing, relaxing the body. We're going to begin by taking one foot forward, just moving through our feet, starting from the heel to the toe. Shifting your weight from the back foot to the front. Just allowing ourselves to feel grounded, connected. the weight on the back leg, taking that front foot, just circling the ankle. So you're massaging the foot against the floor or against the mat. Reverse direction at any time. Feeling the sides of the feet, the heel, the toes. And placing that foot back to center. We'll repeat that once again on the other side. Again, starting from that back leg and just shifting your foot forward as you rock from heel to toe. And again, keeping the weight on the back foot, taking that front foot and just circling the ankle, massaging the foot. Go in either direction. Again, trying to really feel all those points of the foot connecting to the floor, whether it's the toes, the heel, the sides of the feet. And bringing your feet back to center. Nice big inhale up. And exhale, release. And then just making sure you have equal weight on both feet at this point. So we're just going to do another little rocking, shifting of our weight here. And you want to make sure you start in your center. So whenever you're ready, you can just take that shift from the toes to the heels. It can be very subtle. Just finding that little bit of movement, that little bit of shift, and feeling how your center comes off of your plumb line. And then take a moment to go side to side with the weight. So we're shifting from one foot to the next. Again, just very subtle. Just enough to feel yourself coming off of your center. So by us falling off of our center, we're able to quickly re-find our center for balance poses coming up in a little bit. And you can take a couple moments to just do some circles, shifting front, side, back. Again, just playing around with this, feeling our connection to the floor through the feet, and feeling our center as it moves around. And then coming back to our center, allow yourself to just really feel you're connected through the feet, lengthened through the spine, engaged in your abdominals, your core muscles. Shoulders are back and down, and we're lengthening through the top of the head. Take some nice big inhales and exhales. Feeling strong and stable in this position. We're going to take ourselves over to one leg, so you're just shifting your weight. We're going to use the opposite leg to just gently rotate from the hip. From here, you can stay with your foot on the floor slightly, taking it to the ankle, towards the knee, or up to the top of the leg. Finding your center, bringing your hands together when you're ready. Again, feeling that lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the standing leg. Taking another big inhale. This time as you exhale, we'll step back with the leg that is up. Adjusting so you're bending that front leg, keeping our gaze towards our hands. On each exhale, just think of deepening into that stretch, deepening into that lunge. And then we're going to let our hands become fists. We'll lower the arms down in front of us. Bringing back the elbow, that's the same leg that is behind you. And once again, deepening that stretch. Take another big inhale. This time as you exhale, we're going to open out through the fingers, extending the arms to either side. Keeping that front knee bent, we'll lower the front arm down to the knee as we stretch over with the back arm. Thinking about really reaching out through the fingertips by sending energy all the way through the side of the body and out through the arm. Coming back up to center. This time we'll straighten that front leg and just gently placing your hand on your back leg as you reach in the opposite direction. Coming back to center. Once again, bending that front knee. You can do the same thing we just did, elbow to knee as you stretch over. Or if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, you can drop that hand down towards the floor, placing the hand on the ground. Pressing yourself back up to center once again. And a nice exhale as you release. We'll bring the feet back together. Take a moment to just tread through the feet. We were feeling a lot of the ground earlier. So just come back to that feeling. Moving from heel to toe. And settling your feet into center. Take a big inhale as we lift up. And exhale, release. And we'll repeat that same sequence to the other side. So when you're ready, standing nice and tall on your lengthened standing leg, the other leg's going to rotate from the hip, either placing the foot gently on the floor and come to your ankle, towards the knee, or to the top of the leg. Bringing the palms together when you're ready, staying long and lengthened through the body. One more inhale. As you exhale, stepping back with the leg that's up. Taking that front leg into a nice lunge. Again, using your breath to deepen your stretch on each exhale. You can keep your gaze towards your hands. Let the hands become fists. We'll lower the arms in front of us. Same leg, same arm. Bringing that elbow back, deepening that stretch. Another big inhale, and as we exhale, we'll open out through the fingers, reaching the arms in opposite directions. Lowering that front elbow towards the knee as we stretch over with the back arm, feeling it through the side of the body, the arm and out through the fingertips. Coming back up to center, we'll keep both legs straight this time. Reaching the back hand towards the leg as we open the opposite side of the body. Back to center. One more time to that front leg, either elbow at the knee as you stretch over, or again, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can drop the hand towards the floor. Keeping the shoulders opened, arm reaching towards the ceiling. And pressing back to center. Exhale as you release. Bringing the feet back together again. Couple treads through the ankles, the legs, the knees. Finding that center with the feet as we inhale up one more time. And this time as we exhale, we're just going to dive down with the head. Just let the arms hang over, releasing over the legs. Stretching through the backs of the legs. You can stay here, or if you'd like to, you can grab your arms behind your knees, just bringing yourself a little closer towards, from your head to your knees. Take a nice release as we bend the knees, rolling up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, so that the head is the last thing to come back up. Taking the shoulders back and down, and release. We're going to do a few more standing balances. So when you're ready, we'll start by taking one foot forward. You can keep it gently on the mat here. Take it slightly off the floor, or you can hold onto your knee, bringing your leg closer towards your upper body. Again, keeping the shoulders back and down. Try to focus on a point for balance. Engage in your center. And continuing to focus on our breath. Rotating from the hip once again, taking that leg out to the side wherever you are, whatever level you're at. Coming back to center and slowly release. Shifting your weight, we'll do that same thing to the other side. Either gently on the floor, slightly off the floor, or holding onto that knee as you bring your leg closer towards your upper body. And once again, with that rotation from the hip, taking the leg towards the side. Staying lifted through the leg that you're standing on, lifted through the hip. Coming back to center and release. And then we're going to transfer our weight to the front foot this time. So we'll take our foot behind us, gently on the floor, slightly off the floor, or holding onto the foot and ankle. We'll extend with the opposite arm. You can either stay here or you can press the foot towards the hand as you reach the leg higher behind you. And slowly release. Transitioning to the other side, taking that foot back, gently on the floor, off the floor, or holding onto the foot or ankle. Using the opposite arm for support. Either staying here or pressing the foot towards the hand as you lift the leg higher. And slowly release. Exhaling down. Big inhale as you lift up. And exhale, release. We're going to take one leg crossing over the opposite. Whichever leg that you crossed over, that arm is going to go on top of your other arm. One arm comes up, the other arm wraps around to meet it. And thinking of pressing down with the elbows and the shoulders, pressing down through your center. At the same time, we're going to think as if we were sitting into a chair, squeezing the legs together and lowering down. From here, you can stay where you are. You can lift that top foot, or you can wrap the leg behind. And as you release, we'll exhale, letting everything stretch back out. One more time to the other side. Crossing the leg over, same arm that, the arm as the leg, same, is going to cross over also. Bottom arm will come up, top arm wraps around to meet it, pressing down the elbows and shoulders. And then as if you were sitting into a chair, squeezing the legs together, really staying grounded on that standing foot. You can stay here, take the foot off the floor, or wrap the leg behind. Nice big exhale, letting everything stretch back out. Release down. Good. Clasping your hands behind your back. We'll just drop our chin down as we extend the arms away from our center. And release. Dropping those shoulders, relaxing the hands and wrists. Inhale up once again. And this time we're going to keep the hands there, clasping all but the pointer finger. Keeping your head in between your arms. And just on your own time, we'll just take a nice side to side bend. Thinking of lifting up and over as you go from one side to the next. Coming back to center, we'll take an inhale, looking up. And exhale, releasing the arms, diving down with the head, letting the arms reach over the legs. Again, breathing into this stretch. Here, just taking a breath up by looking up with the eyes. Exhale back down. And we're going to walk ourselves out to plank position. So if you need to modify it all by coming down to the knees, that is completely fine. Making sure you're lengthened, long, engaging through your core. Lowering yourself down nice and slowly. Scooping up with the upper body. And as we exhale, we're going to think of lifting the hips towards the ceiling, pressing the feet towards the floor, and lengthening through the arms as we go into downward dog. You can tread through the feet a few times in this position just by lifting the heels, moving through the ankles, the toes, the knees. And then we'll lengthen out to plank once again. Again, if you need to adjust at any time by lowering the legs down, you can do that as well. From here, we're going to shift to one arm. We'll lift up the opposite arm towards the ceiling. If this is too much on the arm, you can always drop one knee down and still find that opening of the shoulders and chest. Slowly releasing back to plank. We'll do that once again to the other side. Nice twist, opening up with the arm, looking towards the hand, engaging throughout the body. Releasing back down to plank. One more time to downward dog as we stretch that out through the back. Stretching out through the legs. And then lowering down to the knees to sit back onto the heels into child's pose. Allowing yourself to really release here, relaxing through the back, releasing through the hips. As you keep your body over, just walk your hands over to one side. Walking back through center to the opposite side. Once again, back to center. Walking yourself up to a seated position. We'll swing our legs to the front. And just take a moment to adjust here. Returning to your breath. Returning to the intention that you set at the beginning of the class. And we'll take a nice big inhale up. And as we exhale, let's just reach out and over the legs, letting yourself go into forward fold. Coming back to center. And we'll exhale the arms out to the sides. Good. Taking your opposite hand to leg. Gonna rotate, nice spiral through the torso. And reaching your hand on the outside of either your leg or the foot. Pulling back with that opposite arm. Feeling a nice stretch, twist of the torso. And release. We'll take that same rotation to the opposite side. Again, opposite hand and leg, either at the leg or down by the foot. And back to center. This time we'll cross the arms, again reaching opposite hand to leg or foot, and forward folding at the same time. Coming back to center and exhaling down. We're going to bring both legs in, placing the feet on the floor. Sitting nice and tall, shoulders going back and down. And we're going to go into a seated balance here. So just holding onto the backs of the legs, tilting back till you find that balance. Whether your feet are just gently on the floor, slightly off the floor, you can take them 90 degrees. You can extend them all the way up, whatever you're comfortable with. And at the same time, the arms can either stay where they are by holding the backs of the legs, or you can extend them forward. Any combination of that to vary it for yourself. And exhale, we'll just let ourselves fold over the knees for a moment. Coming back to center. We're going to do it 2 more times. This time add a little twist to the torso. So once again, whatever variation of that balance you'd like to go into, finding that first. And then if you're not taking your hands off, that's fine. We'll just rotate from the shoulders and the torso, twisting. Or if you'd like to, you can take your arms over to one side. Exhale as you release, just letting yourself fold forward again over the knees. Back to center, and we'll do that one last time going to the opposite direction. So So again, just finding your balance for a moment. Once you're ready, either rotating from the torso or taking the arms across. Exhale as you release over the legs one last time. And back to center. We'll keep the knees bent, but just letting the hips rotate, allowing your feet to come together, the bottom of the feet together. Sitting nice and tall. Take a nice big inhale as you look up. And as you exhale, think about folding out and over the legs. You can use your elbows to just gently press the knees, opening up the hips if that feels good for you. Coming back up to center. Hand on either side of the knee as we fold over one direction. Coming back to center, and again, same thing to the other side. And back to center. We'll extend the legs forward once again. Starting by taking one foot, placing it on the floor, keeping that knee up towards the ceiling, and just holding onto that leg. You can take the shoulders back and down, dropping the chin towards the chest and just elongating through the back of the neck. Sitting nice and tall. Coming back to center, we'll take the leg that is up, place it on the opposite side of the lengthened leg. Your elbow will come to the outside of your knee as you spiral around, lifting through the torso, and at the same time spiraling as if you were looking behind you. Coming back to center, we'll take both arms to the opposite side, letting yourself fold over. And you have the option to just stay here, stretching over, or you can press up onto the hands, lifting yourself off the floor. If you feel comfortable, you can bring that bottom leg up as well. And exhale as you release, uncrossing the leg, letting the knee fall down to the side. Inhale, lifting up, and exhale, forward fold over that extended leg. Lengthening back up, and exhale, release. We'll switch to the other side, just readjusting. We'll repeat that sequence on the other leg. So when you feel ready, Placing the foot on the floor, knee towards the ceiling. Lengthening the opposite leg, shoulders are back and down. And just dropping the chin towards the chest as you lengthen through the neck. Coming back to center, we'll take that leg and cross it over, spiraling to the outside of the knee as you place the elbow on the outside of the knee, and continue to allow the body to lengthen and twist. Exhaling as you release, taking the arms to the other side and folding over. Either staying here, or you can press up onto the hands, lifting your body, or even from there, lifting that bottom leg off the floor. Exhale as you release down, uncrossing the leg, letting the knee fall down to the side. Inhale the arms up, and exhale, forward fold over that extended leg. Coming back to center. And release down. Bringing both feet forward. Good. Just shake out the legs, shake out the hips. Just relaxing. Releasing the muscles. And then we're going to take ourselves down to the floor. So you can just take your time lying down onto the ground, onto your back. Taking a moment to breathe here, nice big inhales and exhales. Just gotta rotate myself here. We're going to start by keeping the feet planted to the ground, connected to the floor. The arms are by the side. We're just going to press into the floor, keeping that chin tucked and lifting the hips towards the ceiling. As you lower down, think about rolling through the spine, rolling down one vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly. And release. We're going to do that one more time, so we'll take another nice big inhale, pressing into the floor with the legs, with the arms, keeping the chin tucked towards the chest. And from here you can stay exactly where we are, or you can lengthen one leg up towards the ceiling. Exhaling that leg down, you can switch to the other side if you'd like. And exhaling that leg down. Again, rolling down through the spine, taking your time, nice and slowly. And exhale, release. the knees in towards the chest. Just rocking from side to side. You can do little circles with the legs. Anything that feels good for the lower back, the hips. Placing the feet back on the floor, taking the arms to the side like the letter T. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, release the legs to one side, turning your head away from your knees. Coming back to center. One more time, nice big inhale. As you exhale, dropping the legs the opposite way. Again, chin is going away from the knees. Coming back to center once again. And just starting by bringing one knee in towards the chest. We'll lengthen that leg up towards the ceiling. Little circles with the ankle. You can go either direction. Taking that ankle and crossing it over the opposite thigh. You can either press the knee out to the side with the hand or scooping under the legs, bringing them closer towards your upper body. And exhale, release. Taking that leg, you can just shake it out a little bit. And placing the foot back on the floor. We'll do the same thing to the other side, starting by bringing the knee in towards the chest. Nice crease at the hip. Lengthening up towards the ceiling, taking little circles with the ankle, either direction. Crossing the ankle over the thigh, using either the hand to gently stretch that leg to the side or scooping under the legs, bringing them closer towards your upper body. And releasing, taking that leg, shaking it out. Both feet back on the floor. I'm going to take the feet a little bit farther apart so that the knees can just fold in towards one another. Taking the arms across the upper body as if you're giving yourself a giant hug, opening up the shoulder blades, the upper back. And just allow yourself to release, relax in this position. Feeling your breath be settled. And when you're ready, you can just slowly let the arms melt down by your sides. Allow your legs to extend down to the floor. Just begin to lie down on your back. start to close your eyes, allowing yourself to connect to the floor. And thinking back to the intention that you set at the beginning, just taking a moment to reflect upon that. With the eyes closed, just feeling your breath, feeling the air travel throughout each limb. Inhaling from the base of the feet and allowing the air to go up through the legs, through the center of the body, through the arms and shoulders, all the way to the top of the head. And as you exhale, just reverse that, relaxing from the top of the head, through the neck and shoulders, releasing the muscles in the arms, keeping the hands soft. Relaxing through the center, through the hips, down through the legs, and releasing back out through the bottom of the feet. As you continue to allow yourself to feel that breath traveling through, just keep the body relaxed, keeping the joints soft, muscles released, and just feeling as everything's melting into the floor. Continuing this inhale and exhale pattern a few more times on your own. Remembering you can always come back to your breath to help connect the mind and the body at any time. Begin to open the eyes. Just start to wiggle the toes, the fingers. On your own time, just working your way through any other stretches, coming back to a seated position, allowing yourself to feel re-energized, renewed. And then we'll take one last nice big inhale up with the arms, bringing the hands together to prayer position, and exhale to finish. Namaste.